Hello, kindergarten families. This is Mrs. Oder again, and this week we're working on social studies, and our social studies lesson is water and weather and how they affect you as humans. So here's a fresh plum. Okay, so if you have a fresh plum, that's a fresh fruit. Yummy. But when the water is all taken out of that plum, or the liquid, the juice, we call it dehydrated. That means they took the water out, and you can buy these at the store to eat, and they're called prunes. So when a fruit has water, we call it a plum. So this is a really juicy plum because it has lots of fruit, and you can see here it has a stem, so it hangs from a tree. And then when they take all the water out, it looks like this. Ooh, kind of black and not so moist. So why I showed you this is because I wanted you to see that when we have enough water, we look like this. And if you don't have enough water, you may look like this. Ooh. Okay, here we go. I'm going to show you a picture of us. When we're exercising, we have to drink lots of water so we stay looking healthy, like this girl who's exercising. She has water, so she is hydrated. Oh, but when we don't have enough water, we might look like this guy. Oh man, he's dehydrated. He doesn't have enough water, so he's looking like he's slobbering. You might feel like you're dizzy. You might feel like you can hardly walk if you get dehydrated. So you need to make sure you're hydrated, because if you're not, your cells in your body are going to tell you, hey, I'm dehydrated. Water is very important, especially when our temperatures are so warm. So that's how water can affect you as a human. Now we're going to look at some other ways you can be affected by lack of water. Here is a watered farmland. You can see it's beautiful and green. This time of the year, if you live where there's farmland, you're going to see some crops starting to grow. However, when there's not enough water, whoops, so sorry. When there's not enough water, it could look like this. You see this cow? He's all skinny because he doesn't have enough water. And not only that, they'll not produce any crops because there's not enough water. Now let me tell you this. If there's not enough water to grow, for example, corn, this isn't corn, but in order for it to grow something, it has to have water. If we don't have water, we don't have food. So when you go to the store to buy something, it comes from the land. If it's vegetables or fruit, it's got to grow on a tree or on the ground. If you don't have enough water, you don't have any food. Just like this cow. He's needing water and he's needing food. Weather also affects us. This is destruction from a hurricane. Hurricanes are high winds that come through the land, and look what it did. Oh no, this boat is just sitting over here on the street, and all of this destruction happened to this house that was hit by a hurricane. So weather also affects us. It can make our homes fall down. This is a tsunami. This is high wind over water. You can see a lot of destruction right here. Houses have fallen down, and there's nothing left. So when you have a tsunami, which is by water, it has to be a larger piece of water like an ocean it comes up onto the land and it just destroys everything in its sight. So weather can also be like a tsunami and affect us by destroying our homes and roads and bridges. Flooding. We know about flooding in Golden Valley. We get flooding a lot when we have a lot of rain because the washes look like this. And if you try to go in here, that is very dangerous. You should never, ever, ever play in a wash. You should never, ever, ever drive anything through a wash because it can sweep you down in the water, and it can cause some very, very serious problems. So you don't want to be in a boat, you don't want to be in a car, and you especially don't want to be trying to swim. You may have to be rescued. So make sure that flooding doesn't cause you to have to be rescued. So flooding is another weather hazard. Weather and water together can make a dangerous situation. And then here's a sunny day. This is what we all hope for, that we can get outside and enjoy. It looks like we're at a park here, and this person here is playing baseball. So this is how we like to see our day. Weather that is sunny and warm. However, you have to remember, yes, water. If you're outside on a sunny day, you need water to keep hydrated. Okay, this is the last video that I have for you, and your teachers will be giving you an assignment that has to do with humans and water and how that affects us. I hope you have a great summer. Remember to stay hydrated, and I will see you hopefully in July. Have a great time.